Greetings, welcome to the Gifted Soul Tarot. I'm going to be doing a love reading for Leo, and this is for the month of April from the 9th to the 16th. And I'm going to use the alchemical tarot deck. It's a unique deck, it's a lovely deck. So I'm just showing you the picture on the outside because you're not going to get to see it because I'm left-handed. Thanks for joining me here today. I have set up my website, so please go to my profile and have a look at my about page and have a look at my website as well. So let's see what we have for Leo. Leo love. Are we looking for some advice cards? I need some advice cards for Leo. Raise that up a bit. I'm looking for another advice card. Too many there. Thank you. Like these two here. We've got the overall energy. That's the 7 of Pentacles. That's a stable energy. I'm going to light some sage just to clear the energies. The energy is pretty clear. Right, now let's see what we have for Leo, love. Well, right off the bat I can tell you that there's decisions to be made. So there seems to be a bit of procrastination over the love life somewhere. I don't say it's a love life per se, but perhaps it's something to do with the other party. We've got the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is telling us that we are the masters of our own destiny. So pretty much we need to be accountable for what we do. We need to be accountable for the choices we make and how we make them. And so therefore, before we make any choices, it's a good idea to sort of contain yourself and go within and see if we're making the right choice, because you've only got one choice. And that's the reality. And we've got the Two of Swords here. Take a look at that. And it looks as if around the decision that Leo has to make, there's going to be a bit of a dispute somewhere. I can see there's a dispute of sorts, or there's a disagreement. So let's see what we can pick up around this disagreement. As I say, we need to be making the choices, and with our choices we need to be responsible for the choices we make. And that's not always easy. So now for the other person, I've got the Knights of Coins. Just take a look at that. That's the Knight of Coins. Okay, that speaks about stability. It's pretty much like the card, the overall energy card. The seven of coins. Take a look at that. So I think the other party, there's stability there. There definitely is stability there. I don't think they're pondering anything at this point. Yeah, things look good on this side. I think Leo is, betwixt and between, and they need to be making a decision. Okay. The other party seems to be stable. We've got the Knight of Vessels. Now the Knight of Vessels speaks of don't overreact, don't go in too deep. Whatever it is, don't go into too deep. It also speaks of synchronicities. So very soon, and it's at home here, it's near the door, you're going to look out for synchronicities, okay? Because that's also, this is going to play a part for your other half, or for your suitor, or for your partner, or for your boyfriend or girlfriend, whoever this party is. There's going to be some form of synchronicities, which is going to it's going to put things into perspective, so to speak. And here we've got the three of Vessels. It speaks of the unity. It speaks of the Trinity, not Trinity as in deity, but it speaks of that teamwork, that togetherness. It speaks of, we can't do it all on our own. We have to seek help. Okay, so I don't know whether your other person is he's also battling, and he's battling in his mind, trying to work through whatever he's working through himself. But there's a message here that we can't do it on our own. No man is an island unto himself, and that's very true. Although he's stable, the energy's stable here. He seems to have his security and his finances and his investments. They're in a good place. I don't think he's got too much worries over his finances. So it looks like there's something good going to happen on your other half's side. And as I said, it's at home now, and this will be in the way of some synchronicity. He's going to be, things are going to come together. He's going to see, double numbers coming up. Things are going to work in twos and pairs, and that's going to speak to his heart. Okay, and this may be to do with your procrastination. This may be to do with the choice that you're pondering and the choice that you have to make. Okay, maybe once he gets confirmation this side, it'll eliminate the choices you have to make. Okay, so I think just contain yourself at the moment and wait it out. Wait it out and see what happens. There's nothing big. There is no problem. There is no challenge I foresee. Okay, it's a minor dispute, as I say. The Two of Swords speaks of a dispute of sorts. It's not a major dispute. It's not violence. It's not. It may be a small disagreement. As I say, a small dispute, a small disagreement, a small debate, if you would. And so you've got the High Priestess. Let's take a look at that card. It's beautiful artistry on the alchemical tarot deck. This is the rose. This is the 5-petal rose, which speaks of the 5 senses of man. If you turn it upside down, you'll see this is the third eye. Okay, so it's a beautiful artistry here. But here you'll see the High Priestess, which is, telling us to look to spirit, to look to, your higher good. It's one thing to have a carnal mind, but it's quite another when you surrender and you look to spirit, for your guidance. And this is the advice cards. So I think this is the message here. Look higher for answers, especially when it comes to making decisions. So don't be too hasty. We've got the Hierophant. Take a look at that. Yeah, you'll see that he's learned a lot. You'll see his triple tier crown he wears, and he's full of knowledge. He's a very forthright, holds a good office. There's a unity of the masculine and feminine energies. And at this stage, the Hierophant it's telling us that we started out as a fool, and we're at this phase where we're the Hierophant, but we still got a long way to go before we get to the world card, before we've done that 360. So we're still through a learning phase. Especially this is to do with the relationship, so there's still a lot to be learned. The book is deep, it's thick. You know a portion, but you've got an awful lot to go. So I think take your time, because coupled with the High Priestess and speaking about looking at the 5D and getting answers from your higher self, there are also secrets that are contained. This is also a card of esoteric knowledge, okay? And I think that fits in beautifully, because if I say to you, don't look in the carnal, but the High Priestess is looking more in the 5D, secrets, that's esoteric work. That's you're looking in spirit, not in the carnal. So the secrets will be made known to you. Okay? So I think just let's not look at it carnally. Let's look at it more in the spirit. Looking for that advice, looking to make that decision. The Knight of Swords? Now, the Knight of Swords speaks of overreacting. Okay, I think we just need to be very careful of overreacting, especially on the love front, because we can do that very easily. Things get out of kilter, and we exercise our vocal cords, and you can't contain the tongue. That's something you can't contain, and once the words are out, they're out. So there's a bit of overreacting here. It speaks of extreme circumstances require extreme measures, but are they extreme? Are they extreme? Is this debate extreme enough? Or is it just a debate? So I think look at it logically, and look at it, from a higher perspective. I think that's a message here. Here we are again. The King of Swords. There's the eagle. Stability, stands firm, stands tall, very grounded. He knows what he wants. This is a good energy, because I think both of you are, you got a good energy about the relationship. Or if this is a boyfriend, girlfriend, if this is just friends first, there seems to be a, pardon me, things are very stable. There's stability here. You stable with your lot. He or her, she's stable, or he's stable in his lot. It's a nice, stable sort of unity. And the advice cards aren't bad at all either. There are advice cards. So I'm going to be using the Mona Lisa deck. And I just want to pull some advice cards and see what we can establish on your side. Idea. Let's see what the advice cards for Leo bring about making that choice, about being masters of our own destiny, about the debate, about the synchronicities, about not bearing things on our own, but looking at it more as a teamwork than looking at it as walking alone. Because that could also be burdensome. For your partner to go the whole hog on his own with whatever he's dealing with. They say a problem halved is a problem shared, or a problem shared is a problem halved. So I think just speak about it. It's a small debate. There's nothing to be overly concerned about. Now what do we have for the Two of Swords? Any clarification for the Two of Swords and this debate that I see that Leo is, going to have with the other person? Slight debate. It's nothing serious. Let's see what the cards foretell. I think if we talk about things instead of overreacting, like the Knight of Swords, we can solve a lot. I think the debate is more on Leo's side than anything else. I'm not sure if your partner's water sign, or maybe Capricorn, or earth sign, sorry. Not Capricorn per se, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. What else can we see here, right off the bat? Yeah, as I say, the Seven of Vessels is about choices. The Three of Vessels is about teamwork, coming together, the unity, forming that unity, so we can lighten the load. I don't think we've got to clarify all we have. So now I'm looking to clarify your partner's cards. Let's see if you've got to clarify for the King of Coins. It's just one too many there. Looking to clarify the King of Coins. Or if there's no clarifier for the King of Coins, can we have a clarifier for the Knight of Vessels? What synchronicities? There's a lot of energy here. Let's put these back. As I say, this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate. Please leave me comments. I'd appreciate them. And like and subscribe if you haven't. Right, we've got a clarification there. This over and see if we can clarify. Wow, we're just looking for two cards, one at a time. One at a time, or two at a time. What do we have? That's good enough. That was meant to be. These ones go back. Right, let's see what we can pick up from this. Excuse me, I'm just going to have a sip of water. Sorry. Okay, so what do we have here? Clarification for the Queen of Swords. Decisions we make today. This is the Seven of Pentacles. It speaks about decisions we make today. Could be our regret for tomorrow. Okay? So again, all about choices. Decisions we make today could be our regret for tomorrow. So think about that carefully. When you're deciding, as I said. Decide, mull it over, think about it. Don't be rash. Don't be too much in a hurry. And here, we've got the Nine of Wands. Pardon me. This is telling us to do what we do best. So whatever that is, if that be art, if that be a sport, if that be playing chess, whatever that may be, I think the message is for Leo to do what you do best. Go for it and do it. Maybe this whole calamity or dilemma is around, you wanting to be a free moral agent and have your time. If you are involved with this other person, perhaps there's some pressure here from the other party. They want you to, join forces with them and do a little bit of their entertainment, whatever makes them happy. But the decisions you need to make here is do what makes you happy. Okay, whatever that may be. Now clarify for the Two of Swords. Wisdom grants perspective. We got the World card. That's a beautiful card. That's the Mona Lisa card. Wisdom grants perspective. So it's a time to reflect. And before you go to war, you're going to fence or go to war. And I don't think that's war. I think that's more fencing. It's more, discussing and debating the argument more than, a violent argument or a war. So I think that's wonderful. And I think as you make your choice, it'll be more about wisdom, more about you taking a look at your higher self and getting, going up to the 5D and asking your higher self for guidance and to give you the right perspective on the situation. So I think that's pretty good. Just be careful about the decisions you make. You don't want them to be regrets for tomorrow. Now then, we're clarifying the Knight of Coins. I see that's a stable card. So on your partner's side, there is definitely stability. Now, whether it's stability in this relationship, which I tend to feel that this person's a stable person. Okay? That's just my feeling. He's a stable person. And message here, your clarification card is the Seven of Swords. Ignorance is bliss. So, we need to be careful. We need to, we can't walk around with our eyes closed, or your partner can't walk around with, their eyes closed and oblivious to what's happening around them. Because then we're gonna get a surprise. Things are gonna pounce upon us, like the cat. And the mouse is having a good time with the cheese, and he's so involved that he doesn't see the black cats right near him. He's gonna pounce on him any minute. So that's something to bear in mind. And then regarding the synchronicities, the Knight of Vessels, we're marrying it up with the Wheel of Fortune, okay, which is the Mona Lisa in the Mona Lisa deck. And the message here is, before you can move forward, know what you're leaving behind. So here's the wheel. Our life is changing. Fate is taking us in another direction, and we're going forward. But to move forward, we have to know what we've left behind. So that's important. Take stock of your life, where your partner needs to take stock of this. He needs to look out for a sign. He can't go in too deep. He's going to get confirmation of whatever dispute you're discussing. It's going to come to him, like that. It's very, very near. But he also needs to, ponder where he's been and where he's going in order to move forward. Now, clarification on the Three of Vessels. It's the Knave of Chalices. Right. This is talking about, and this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. This is talking about. Yeah, I said we need teamwork here as well. We need teamwork. We need to work as a team, as a unity. We can't do things on our own. We need to have that unity, have that clarity. It's talking about cohesions and alliances. So that's clarified the three of vessels beautifully. Right now, I'm going to pull some oracle cards. I'll pull 2 oracle cards, one for you and one for Leo, and one for the other party. Let's call him the suitor, or who the suitor, whoever's pursuing you, or whoever you pursue. What overall card do we have for the other party? For Leo. Leo's other person. Thank you. Now, for Leo, we've drawn the Queen of Raphael. Kind, understanding, giving and psychic. Follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information, so pay attention. Okay, that's the overall energy here. And that's a message from Spirit. Follow your heart. Before you make that choice, follow your heart. Before you make that choice, look to the 5D. Don't look to the carnal to make it. Go within and make that decision. And for your other person, you've got the 8 of Ariel. Take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. Now I said, I have an idea this man is of good office. He's got a good job. Okay? And that's just confirming the stability of your partner. It speaks about taking pride in their work and studying something high. Maybe he's studying towards a degree, or maybe he's thinking of going into, maybe he is an executive management, or he's thinking of taking a position where he's going to be a shareholder, or an acting shareholder, or a non-acting shareholder, or whatever the case may be. But that's the message there. Now I'm going to draw a health card. Overall health. I think it's a nice way to end the reading off. See where we are and see what we get for health. I need not compare my perfection, quote, to that of others. Okay. I need not compare my perfection to that of others. So, you know what, we're all unique. We're in this on our own. It's no good comparing yourself. You are who you are. And the message here is, if it had been your intent to all be the same, more of you would be the same, but you are not. And so, rather than looking at yourself and acknowledging that you are lacking in this or in that characteristic, look towards the advantages of that which you are. In other words, as you are assessing or analyzing your physical body, spend a great part of your time looking for the advantages that it offers, not just to you, but to the balance of all that is. Okay. There's no perfection this side of the earth. Okay. So now, it's a good thing to be healthy, and it's a good thing to be health conscious, but don't let that consume you. Okay. There's no perfection this side of the earth. And I'm sure you know that. We all know that. So I hope that was useful. I hope that resonated with you. Please subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and yeah, as I say, let me have your comments. I'd appreciate them. Thanks for being here, and I'll pick you up in the next video.